Claressa Shields' house of cards is falling down because the married man that she calls her boyfriend refuses to protect or defend her, which led to her getting caught doing one of the most embarrassing and saddest things ever.
The most embarrassing and saddest, that is the appropriate word that I would use. Okay, saddest. Because when she called into that live with that
Hood Champion Boxing.
Hood Champion Boxing. And she started out acting as if she was someone else. And, you know, hey, let's face it. We all know Claressa's voice, okay?
Right.
We can definitely say she has a very distinctive voice, okay?
Right.
That's something nice right there. She has a very distinctive voice. We know her voice. And so she went on to say, why are you all always doing this? And why are you all always saying that? There you go. Playing the victim, okay? As if she is not aware of the fact that everyone knows that she went into Remy Ma's DM calling on this lady to help her with fashion and to help her with this and to help her with that and really just being so sneaky with it. And then goes into her husband's DMs and goes after this man. That's it. Right. That is what people are saying. Girl, you are messing up your whole image with this.
Yeah.
We are trying to tell you that all you need to do is do the right thing. But each time, here's why she wants to play victim. Because she wants to skirt that stuff under the rug. She doesn't want to be held accountable for what she did that started this whole thing that at this point has everyone trying to give her some little tidbits of wisdom here and there and say, girl, you know you can do better than this. We signed on to see you box. We signed on to see how you came up from where you came and to do well. And now you're doing this.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. She played victim. Why y'all doing this to me? Why y'all doing this? Why did you do that to Remy Ma?
Right.
How about that?
Always calling it, hate or something when someone is giving her sound counsel. Like you said, trying to give her some wisdom. Like, this is not the look for you. You can do so much better than this, than being with some other woman's husband. And it's like some people want to just put all of their filth out into the world without any recourse, without being held accountable, and they get mad when someone says, well, no, that's not right. That's not the way this works. They want to put their filth out there, spew it out there, and act like they're getting everything that they want by their bad behavior. But they're not. And they want to call the people who are holding up the light, because as children of God, we are supposed to be the ones shining the light, saying, okay, there's a better way. This is not, the best thing for you. You can do so much better. So they want to call the people who shine the light that they're doing wrong. They want to call them haters or whatnot like that. And that is what this was giving. Again, she calls there playing victim, not only, saying, oh, they lying about her, they doing all this, they saying this wrong thing, just trying to gloss over everything that she's done that has been completely foul. And then had the nerve, here's the side chick behavior now, showing off on itself, had the nerve to call Remy out her name.
Girl, when I heard that part there, because he was releasing it in parts, and when I heard that part there, I was like, oh, but wait a minute, what Remy got to do with this? Okay, Remy didn't have anything to do with this other than the fact that you went in there trying to play her in her DMs and then literally took that man wrongfully. Okay,
right,
literally did that. So it's like, so now you're calling this woman out her name. Once again, the obsession, because there is a realization in her that she could never have it like Remy had with Papoose.
No.
And it's not going to ever be that way. There is an obsession there, and it's very dangerous.
Yeah, and it's reaching desperate levels, because that's what this call was. Her calling in, pretending to be someone else, couldn't even change her voice, really. So her voice gave it away first, and then she couldn't even keep up the act of speaking in the third person. Then she started saying I and my and all that stuff, speaking in the first person instead. So it was just giving a whole new level of desperate. And it's really because, like you said, she's not going to have it the way Remy had it with Papoose. Because, first of all, they are still legally tied. And second, they're going to forever be physically tied because of their child together. So she's not going to get that type of reaction or that type of relationship that she saw that Remy had. And Papoose is showing it every single time. Because what the real interesting thing is this was really, she went on there to defend herself.
Yes.
And that's the saddest thing in the world, because here she is, my man, and all over the place. And yet this man does not step out to defend or even protect her. One, the highest level of protection would be not even being involved with her on a personal level like this, because he's still married. So this doesn't look good for her. Most of the people aren't even talking about what Papoose is doing. They're talking about her behavior with this married man.
Right.
So that was the first level of protection. No, we're not going to be involved like this. But then when people go and call out what she's doing or talk about her or say all kinds of things, make fun of her, he still doesn't defend her. Remember that that meme that 50 Cent just reposted, where it was they had put did an AI rendition of Papoose and Claressa's face on this movie thing.
I saw that. Yes.
And basically the man that they had looking like Papoose was saying he was just using her, and that she called her all sorts of names, said she was under all that type of stuff. And 50 Cent reposted that. So the following, the platform that 50 Cent has. So everybody and their mama was talking about it. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, Papoose, claps back at 50 Cent on some rap beat.
But
it didn't have nothing to do with, defending Claressa, protecting Claressa, anything like that. It was all about showcasing his skills as a rapper. Talking about, you need a ghostwriter, I can do all this. It didn't do anything to protect her. And she came out and she revealed how she was really feeling, how basically it's all starting to fall apart.
Yes.
So she came out and said something like, Papoose told me that he was going to handle it and I was going to let my man do it. But then, she had to get in because blah, 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 whatever it was. So then she started going back and forth because what he did, she felt unprotected. She felt undefended. And it's always like that. Because you see, the difference was when they were on that Breakfast Club interview before Christmas. And when she went in and was trying to talk about how she was in second place to nobody.
He protected Remy.
He protected Remy with the quickness. He came in, cut her off right when she was getting ready to try to make comparisons between herself and Remy. He cut her off without any subtlety or anything.
And look at it. That's the way it's supposed to be. Remy is still his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a part of the house of cards that's falling down.
Exactly.
Because she's looking for protection from this man.
Mm-hmm.
In that very good example with 50 Cent. She didn't get it.
Nope.
And he's not there to protect her.
He's not.
That is not her husband. But he quickly protected Remy.
Quickly.
That is something that is bothering her.
Exactly.
And it's bothering her because every time you turn around, not only is she out here in people's comment sections defending and wimbling for herself,
mm-hmm.
she is out here with other celebrities like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And who else is going to get in this eventually?
Exactly.
Who else that
Always.
she's going to have to protect herself? But really speaking truthfully, he's supposed to protect his wife.
Of course.
And he quickly came in there and protected her. And it's just not an automatic thing that he's going to protect her.
It's not. He shows it. Even with this thing with Rihanna, she just came out. Someone had a picture of her and A$AP Rocky at some event, I think for his new album that's coming out. And someone said, oh, Rihanna's gone. And because the way she was playing up to A$AP, all that stuff.
Right.
And so Rihanna responded with like, Claressa Shields gone about her man.
Yes.
And, yes. Claressa, she's taking that as validation of, talking about, oh, you need to be like that about a good man or something like that.
Not about anybody's husband, you don't.
Yeah, they are in two completely different situations.
You're not being like that about my husband, okay?
Exactly.
No.
That's ridiculous. And the very fact that this is something that Papoose came out and responded to, right? Because now Rihanna's attached. This is a name, a big name. And he's coming out and he's saying, oh yeah, when your love inspires somebody, you're doing something right.
Your love.
Exactly. Her love, Claressa's love, not his. Then, he could have talked about anything like how her beauty, whatever. He ended up saying, oh, her hands are small, her feet are small, her skin is like, dude, what are you doing?
He's doing the natural thing. I'm in no way defending him, but he's doing the natural thing, and that is he's holding his protection for his wife. And this is not his wife. He's not going to ever come out and protect Claressa the way she wants him to.
Exactly.
The man is still married. His feelings are still with his family.
Exactly. He doesn't defend her at all, but he is very quick to try to repair his own image with things. And this is something funny that just happened today, because she had her press conference with Franshan for their upcoming match.
Yeah.
In February. And so they were sitting at the table, and of course here's Papoose sitting right next to her at the table.
Of course he's there for the business.
Of course,
that's what he's there for.
This is the clout right here. All the cameras are there.
He's there for the business.
And it was so interesting because he got up and he did some sort of freestyle at the mic. Now this is mainly supposed to be about Claressa and her match coming up with Franshan. So it should have been mainly focused on her skills or whatnot.
Right.
Her boxing, her talent, her all that. He does this freestyle. He starts off with something talking about how they love is something, and it's like, what are you talking about? Then it's gonna say Babyface got it right, she got that whip appeal. He barely looked her in the eye, but just pointed at Claressa saying she has whip appeal. Then the next, it was all about him, talking about he stole her heart, he a stealer, and he paid the full bill, and they don't split no bills. And then looking at her like, they don't split no bills. So trying to act like, repairing his image, because everyone's saying he's using her.
Yeah.
And that's what he was up there doing, trying to repair his image.
Always.
Saying he doesn't split, he paying in full, he doesn't do that. And just, he mentioned her name a few times. He held her hand up like she was the champion. But as quickly as he dropped her hand, it's like he wasn't even trying to touch her that long. He put it up for like half a second and then dropped it right away.
Yes.
And again, it's always about him, what he can get from the situation. Anytime he comes out to try to act like he is connected with her, or to show some pseudo form of affection, it's always when it's something that's going to benefit him.
Yes, it is. And really, we can't say this enough. We want to see what your skills are. We want to see what you do in the ring, and all of that is being put to the back burner. All that is being usurped by your situation with this married man.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to say.
Exactly.
And it's like, come on, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else is there? You need to stop.
Period.
Just stop.
That's it. Someone said in the comments, they said, please focus own your skill and your craft and your talent. They said her last match that she was in was so lackluster because her performance, she didn't give the performance that she could have because her focus was elsewhere.
Oh, that's a very good comment right there. That was very good because that's exactly what we're saying. That was perfectly said.
That's what the comments were saying. And it's like, you have to, this is an important time for you. You're still making your name. This man has made his name already. This man has made his name with another woman and is still making his name attached to this other woman. So why have your full focus? That's her full focus is on this man and this so-called relationship. There's no relationship when the man is married. I don't care what they're doing in bedrooms or whatnot. When he's married, there is no real relationship. Period. But her entire focus is on this man, so much so that when he does any little thing, it affects her. Because I think there was some clip going around the other day when he couldn't be where she wanted him to be.
Right.
And then she was talking about anybody could get it. Pap could get it too. You know,
oh, yeah, everybody scoped that.
And it affects her because her full focus is on that when it should be on her craft at this time in her life. And not on some man who has obligations elsewhere.
It is so sad, as we said in the beginning, because it's like when you see that beautiful young lady starting her college journey, and she's going to college and she's getting good grades and she has all these wonderful experiences, and then she's accepted into a program where she's worked so hard for this and she's moving up the ladder and she's doing so well, and then all of a sudden here comes an intruder to, oh baby, let me help you. She doesn't need any help.
When he really trying to help himself.
She doesn't need any help. She's already gotten her help. Exactly. She got her help. God helped her. He pulled her up from where she was. He gave her the help. She's got these skills. She's got these talents. She's got these gifts. It's like, I don't like to see that. And you see that so much with so many of these young ladies. They're doing so well. And then all of a sudden, here comes an intruder. Oh, hey, let me help you do this. No, I got it. You're doing well all by yourself. Exactly. Focus on your career. This is a great time for you. Focus on you just got it going on with your boxing. You need, as that commenter said, your focus needs to be on that. That last thing we saw, it was just lackluster. That's exactly the word for it. It was lackluster. And it's like, girl, focus on your talent, your gift that you have been blessed with.
Right, and she says that it's a gift from God. She's talked about how, she's blessed. She put a post out, I think, today about how she's favored. God is blessing her and all that stuff. But it's so interesting how sometimes people push aside that relationship with God and for something that isn't even half of what the Lord is doing for them. So, because she talks about God all the time, but then when it came to that whole, charity situation, that toy drive thing before Christmas, and she's had an encounter with someone who had been messing with her, I guess, online or whatever. It was some details about that. But the thing was, she said herself out her own mouth that she heard God telling her, let it be. Just let it pass.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, she can't do that.
She pushed it aside.
She pushed the still small voice aside, and then went and handled it horribly, kicking the kids out, letting them not even be able to get toys from the toy drop, all that type of thing. And that affected her brand. That's another reason she was so trying to pull up her support again and coming out trying to defend herself, because they were getting on her for doing that to those kids during that Christmas time. And she did that. There was something else on this phone call when I think she was talking about, I think she was going in on Tasha K or something. She was saying something horrible about Tasha K or some other bloggers. Whatever she was saying was nasty. And I think her friend was like,
Oh no, we're gonna pray for them or something like that.
Exactly. And then she goes, oh well, she's not there on her spiritual journey yet, because she was saying how much she hates them or whatnot like that. And
see, there's where the hate is coming from. That's why she can so quickly always say somebody's hating on her. We're gonna say personally, no, we do not hate her. We pray for her. We do not hate her. She hates herself, because every time that still small voice is there telling her, okay, do it this way, she pushes it aside.
Right. For something that does not profit her anything. If she really would sit down and think about it, she's always left feeling kind of depleted with this relationship. It's not a relationship.
It's not a relationship.
This situation that she attached herself to. She's always left feeling empty-handed. She's always on the defense, trying to prove herself in this so-called situation that she has going on. It's so empty. Meanwhile, the Lord has given her the world as far as all of her dreams coming true with the thoughts and everything. And God is constantly showing what real love looks like.
He is.
And yet she has this man who is falling so far short of the love God is showing her, but yet she wants to push what God's love is aside and then focus on this half measure of what she's getting. It's not even half. It's just not even any form of love that she's getting, but it's what she thinks that is.
And that's what we see out here on the platforms. She's acting out. She's acting out of hurt. But she would never admit that. But everyone can see it. And people are just trying to really get something that will help her see.
Like, snap out of it, girl. Please.
Yeah, it's like,
please,
snap out of it. Snap out of
maybe
it.
Maybe this next match, maybe something snap out of it before there. Because my goodness, what in the world? It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, because there were so many opportunities she had to win the people back. And that one you mentioned with the donations, with the children, with the Christmas time, when she heard that voice that said, let it go, let the children, that was a time to rebuild her image right there. Mm-hmm. She could have come out with that young lady and said, yeah, this is what had been happening between her and this lady, but I have nothing against these children, and I did this for the kids. That can still happen, Claressa. You can still do that. It is never too late. You can go back, get that lady and her kids and say, I was wrong. We can do it like this. Mm-hmm. Another incident she could have done when she was online talking about hating on people, and her friend told her, no, we're not going to do that. Right. We're going to pray for them. Mm-hmm. And I know what I've been blessed with. I'm just going to pray for them. It's so many ways. It's never too late, Claressa. It's never too late. You can turn it. And you want those people coming after you, they'll come after you. The brands that you want, right now, they're not touching you. They're not touching this. It's too messy. Mm-hmm. They're not touching this. It's a house of cards falling down. That's it. That's all.
All right. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.